Hello students, very good morning to all of you. Myself Deepak Kumar Prusti from Modern English School, Kuntinagar, Nevada branch. Students, welcome to our e-learning class which is organized by Modern English School, Nevada, Bihar. Students, today we will discuss the sixth video lecture of class 9 of the topic, that is our memory. Okay student, so today's topic is our memory. So students, so we know very well what do you mean by memory. Yes or no students? What do you mean by memory? So students, the memory is the physical part of the computer system for which we can store the data for permanently as well as the temporarily. Some of the memory are store the data for temporarily and some of the data are also stored for the permanently. We will discuss that one. The student, in the memory basically divided into student three types. Okay student, the memory is divided into basically three types. One is your primary memory. Second one, secondary memory. Third one is our cache memory. Okay student, so in this way the memory can be divided into three types. Student, we will discuss one by one. Okay. So student, again the primary memory is categorically student divided into again different types. Is that clear or not? So that is our RAM, that is your ROM. Okay student, is that clear or not? The RAM, okay student, the ROM again are of different types. What are the students? One is your ROM. Okay student, then EEPROM, then double EEPROM. Okay student, is that clear? And the secondary memory are of different. These are what? The one is your magnetic. Okay students, one is your magnetic drives. Okay, another one is your optical. Magnetic storage device, optical storage device. The magnetic storage device is the what? Our hard disk. Okay, and the opticals are the student what? CD, then DVD. Okay student, CD, DVD, DD, like this. So student, this is our basic structure of the memory. Okay student, now we discuss the student. First of one is your what? Primary memory. Students, the primary memory is the main memory of the computer system. If question will come, which memory is the main memory of computer? Primary memory. Or primary memory is also known as dash memory, main memory. Okay students. So student, why primary memory is the main memory? Because students, the primary memory again divided into two types. One is a RAM, another one is a ROM. RAM is a random access memory and ROM is a read-only memory. Okay, random access memory and read-only memory. Come to the student, RAM. So RAM is a volatile memory. Remember student, RAM is also called as a volatile memory. Because the RAM holds the data and instruction until the switched on your computer. Okay students, The RAM can hold the data and instruction continuously until the computer is switched on. Okay. Once you switched off the computer, that means the RAM will not work. That means what type of the data and instruction will be holding by the RAM, it will be the what? Deleted. Is that clear or not? It will be deleted. That's why the RAM is called as a volatile memory. Okay. The RAM is called as a volatile memory because the RAM can hold the data and the instruction until the computer is switched on. Okay, sir. Otherwise, the data can be deleted when your computer is switched on. Is that clear? Is that clear or not? And RAM is also called as a main memory of the computer system. RAM is the main part of the computer because the CPU can directly access the information from the RAM. Okay, that means the CPU can directly access from the RAM. But in the second one it is indirectly. But first it will be directly accessed. Means what we give the information by the input device. Yes or no, student? What you give the data by the input devices to the processor by the help of the RAM. That means the data or information will be first of all given to the RAM, and the RAM will send to the what? CPU. That's why the CPU directly access with the RAM. Is that clear? Is that clear or not? Is that clear? So student, by the help of the RAM, or the RAM is both read and write. Read and write. Okay, student. RAM is both read and write. Okay. We can store and we can see the data when until your computer is switched on. Is that clear? So overall, that's why the RAM is called as a volatile memory. Okay, students. Okay. Next, come to the student ROM. ROM is the permanent memory. RAM is the temporary memory. RAM is the temporary memory. ROM is the permanent memory. Okay, student. The ROM. Okay, student. The ROM can store the very less amount of data or program. Is that clear or not? It can store the very small program. Okay, the operating system. Okay, student. Or when manufacturing of the computer, that the information also will be stored in the ROM. Once the computer will switch off, still the data cannot be deleted. The data is permanently saved in the ROM read-only memory. Okay, student. Once the data is stored, then further you cannot edit it, you cannot delete it. Okay. What type of the information will be stored in the ROM? Neither you can delete nor you can edit. Is that clear? In the ROM we cannot do only. That's why this is named as the what? Read only. Only you can read. But random access memory, both read and write. In the RAM, the data can be accessed. You can what? Edit also. But in the ROM, student, the data can never be deleted and edited. Once the data is stored in the ROM, it further cannot be deleted and edited. Okay, student. So sometimes we need some of the information I want to edit. For that, what will you do? For that, the ROM is again divided into three types. Programmable read-only memory. Programmable. Okay, student. Programmable read-only memory. This one is your erasable programmable read-only memory. Double EEPROM is your student what? Electrically erasable programmable read-only memory. Okay, student. PROM is your what? Programmable ROM means read-only memory. Okay, students. EEPROM. Erasable erasable programmable read only memory. Then another one is your EEPROM is your what friend? Electrically okay students, electrically erasable programmable read only. Is that clear? So in this way these are the three types of the ROM. First one is the PROM, same as the ROM. That means the program once it will be stored, further you cannot edit or delete. Okay students, is that clear? And in the PROM, the program can be stored for the permanent. Once it will be stored, further it cannot be changed. Okay. Erasable programmable read only memory. In this type of the ROM students, you can store and you can also erase. Is that clear? You cannot student what? Edit. You can directly erase. Suppose some information you don't need. So that information I want to delete. Then how to delete of that program from the ROM? By the help of the ultraviolet ray. Ultraviolet ray. Okay. By the help of the ultraviolet ray. Okay. By the help of the ultraviolet ray, we can easily erase the program from the ROM, and again we can store the program in the ROM also. And this is not frequently used. If you are continuously used, so it will make loss. Okay student, the ROM can be lost. That means it will can be corrupted also. So that's why the EEPROM can not be frequently used. When we need, or sometimes we can use, but not for the always. Is that clear? Next one is the student what? Electrically erasable programmable read only memory. Okay student. So this one student, how many times you need, that times you can delete and same time also you can store. Okay, that is the unlimited. This type of the ROM, what's the unlimited time means as you wish you can change your information and you can erase or change the information by the help of the electric. Okay student, by the help of the electric supply we can erase and store the data. But student, in the EEPROM only we can erase. Okay, by the help of the ultraviolet ray. And this one student, this one can erase by the help of electrically wave. This one can be erased by the ultraviolet. This can be what student? EEPROM cannot be frequently used. It cannot be frequently used. Okay student, it cannot be frequently used from the CPU, but it is frequently used. That is the difference between EEPROM and EEPROM. Is that clear student? So in this way the ROM can be divided into 3 types. Next come to the student what? Secondary memory. Next one is the what? Secondary memory. Student, the primary memory we know that is your main memory, and in the RAM the information can never be stored for the permanently, it is temporarily, and the CPU is directly accessed to the RAM. Okay, and the ROM we can store the data for the permanently, but not for the large amount of data. Okay, the very large amount of data can never be stored in the ROM. For this, to store the permanently of large amount of data or large size of the information data, we need the what? Secondary memory. Okay, to store the very long data, to store the very large file data, we need the secondary memory. Okay, student. Again, the secondary memory is divided into two types. One is a magnetic drive, optical drive. Okay, student. Optical drive, magnetic drive. Magnetic is a hard disk and optical is a CD/DVD Blu-ray disc. Okay. This one is a compact disc, digital versatile disc. This one is a Blu-ray disc. Okay, student. All are the store the data for the long period of time. Until unless you are not deleting, the data can never be deleted. It will be saved. Okay, student. But in the hard disk, okay, student, the hard disk, it is a very large, stores a very large size. Very large size. That means, student, some of the TB. Okay, student, we know that there are different types of the memory. It will be started from the bit, okay, then nibble, then byte, kilobyte, megabyte, gigabyte, terabyte, petabyte. Okay, student, then hexabyte, then yottabyte, zettabyte. Okay, student. So these are all the different types of the memory we need. The very small unit of the memory is your what? Bits. Okay, student. Very small unit. Okay, student. Bits, and one nibble is your 4 bits. 1 byte is your 8 bits. 1 kilobyte is your 1024 like this. Okay, student. And the first three is your important: bit, nibble, and bytes. And all the information will be stored in the bit format. We can what? Specify the different categorically divided into different types of bytes. Okay, but in the store the data, it will be processed, what will be displayed in the bit format. Okay, student, is that clear? Is that clear or not? The small unit of the memory unit of the computer system is what? Bit. Okay, student, bit is your 0 and 1 only. Okay, so students, hard disk density, the capacity is how much? 700 MB only. DVD is your 4.7 GB, and BD is your what? 25 GB for one side and both sides, and the BD is your what? Both sides it can read and write. DVD only one side, CD also only one side. Okay. The storage capacity, this one is only the 700 MB. This one is a 4.7 GB. Okay, student, this one is a 25 GB of each side. Is that clear, student? Is that clear or not? Okay, student. Is that clear? So that's why we are using the secondary memory, and the CPU is not directly accessed from the secondary memory. So the CPU can directly access from which type of the part? The RAM. Okay, student, is that clear? Now come to the last one is the student what? Cache memory. Last one is your cache memory. Okay, student, the cache memory is also very important memory, and the cache memory is the what? It is a very high speed memory as compared to the primary memory, secondary memory. The cache memory is very high speed memory. It is used to increase the speed. It is used to increase the processing speed of the CPU. Okay, student, the RAM only is used to what? Read and write of the information. But out of all the memory, which memory is used to increase the processing speed? Cache memory. The cache memory is a very high speed memory, very high speed as compared to the primary memory and secondary memory, and it is used to increase the processing speed of CPU. If you see, sometimes your computer is slowing due to cache memory. Due to cache memory. Is that clear or not, student? Is that clear or not? Due to cache memory, okay, your computer will be processing will be increased. Due to cache memory, it will be also decreased. Is that clear or not? Is that clear or not, student? Okay. And the cache memory, student, the cache memory, the what type of the process by the CPU? By the help of the cache memory, it will be processed. Okay. From the disk drive, it will take the data and it will be processed. Okay, student, it will be processed to increase the speed by the help of the cache memory. Remember, this memory only used for the increase the processing speed of the CPU. Is that clear? Student, I have forgotten one thing. What RAM again divided into two types, student. One is your SRAM and another one is your DRAM. SRAM, DRAM. SRAM is the static random access memory. DRAM is the dynamic random access memory. Student, in static random access memory, okay student, in static random access memory, it is not frequently for the what? Refresh. Okay student, is that clear or not? And the SRAM, it is a very high cost. Okay student, it is very high cost and it consumes what student? More electricity. SRAM consumes more electricity and is very high cost also. Is that clear? SRAM consumes more electricity and its cost is effective. Okay student, and it is not frequently refreshed. Okay student, sometimes we can do, but in their DRAM, dynamic random access memory, it is frequently refresh your memory. Okay student, but it is not the what student, it will not take the high more power. Okay student, that means it will consume less electricity and cost is low as compared with the SRAM. As compared with the SRAM, the cost is low and consumes very less electricity, and it is required or always required to the refresh the memory. Okay, so in this way RAM is divided into two types, because RAM we have discussed the both read and write. Yes or no student? That means when you switch on the computer, right click and refresh. Why it is necessity to refresh? Because if any of the information will be here and there, it will be what student placed in a proper way. Okay, and all type of the information will be opened in the proper manner, proper way. Is that clear or not? The computer can never be slowed. Yes or no? For this type of, we need the word RAM. So RAM is divided into two types, SRAM and DRAM. Static random access memory, dynamic random access memory. In the static, cost is very high and consumes more electricity, but DRAM very low cost and consumes very less electricity. Is that clear? Is that clear? So in this way student, we have completed total our memory of our computer system. Okay, now this chapter 2 of unit 3 complete. Okay student, again you watch this video thoroughly. If you have doubt student, then you can ask me. Okay, further if you have doubt, you can ask me and try to do the question answer. If you have doubt, ask me and do the homework student. Write the difference between SRAM and DRAM. Okay, question number 1 for your homework. Write the difference between SRAM and DRAM. Second question, write the difference between EEPROM and double EEPROM. Okay student. First question, SRAM versus DRAM. Okay student. Second question, EEPROM versus double EEPROM. Okay student. Third question, what is cache memory? Okay student, is that clear? So this is your homework, you do this one. Okay student, that's it. Thank you.